Hey, I lost his video for this one, so it's just audio. Sorry. Um, it's probably my best description of it. It's a shame that I lost his video, but you're not missing much. So, please check it out still. So, I just listened to this 26 of the Hijokaidan 30 CD The Noise box set, and it was kind of disappointing, but not really that bad. Once again, it was just kind of more of the same. This covers all of 2007 and the beginning of 2008. So now we have four discs in 2 years. The time span keeps getting shorter because this came out in 2009. So unless they have recordings from the future, the time span for which these could possibly be recorded keeps getting shorter. I don't know how I feel about that. I certainly do feel about that, but I don't know how I feel about that, if that makes sense. I have a feeling that I can't really express them, which is true for most of this disc. Like, I don't know. There's not much to it, really. It was pretty cathartic, and it was nice to feel myself getting like washed over and absorbed in this noise. There's some good, really guttural vocal stuff along with high, like the second track from 2008 opens with a bit of acapella stuff for like 30 seconds, and it has really low guttural like noises along with really high pitched shrieks, which I was surprised a human could make, but I guess by this point I shouldn't be. Yeah, I mean, that's a good opening. They got my attention. The first track had a good opening too. It had like, I swear, half a second of like piano, and then the bass kicked in, and then the higher pitches, and then the whole thing like fell together. That was a neat opening. I liked it. It was like I was falling down the stairs. This is what you want in this kind of music, but it just didn't really go anywhere after that. Like, it had a good time where it was, but it's like I feel like it didn't progress enough for my liking. There have been a few discs like this in a row now. And that's like kind of a problem. I hope it doesn't end that way, because that would be a shame. It to end on this lower note. I have to like dock my final score for that, but I guess we'll see though. As for the rest of it, good vocals, nice cathartic noise. Not much more than that. I've already seen that. I've already seen 25 discs of that. I need something new. I am more comfortable saying that now. Now that I feel like my confidence has come from having to not endure, certainly, but deal with 3 of these less interesting discs in a row. I'm like, I want something new. I am an insatiable, power hungry fan. Give me new thing. I don't want old thing. I want new thing. And I'm not getting new thing. That's what I sound like in my head. But I have to remind myself that this is perfectly reasonable, especially when they have given it to me before. I want that European free jazz back. I want those more interesting setups where it like goes different places. I want different instruments and sounds. I didn't even hear that much electronic or like drums in this one. It was just like we have almost regressed to like 10 discs ago, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just not a very interesting thing. As the listener of this material, it doesn't give me a whole lot to work with when you're sort of retreading old ground. That's a fine practice if it's like not, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You've just like done this already, and you can't do it forever. So why are you doing it again? I guess people who are bigger fans of noise than I sure would have no complaints with this stuff, but as somebody who is just getting into the genre, this is not very impressive to me because I've heard it. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's fine. I've just heard it before. Especially when you're, I guess it could be like a return to form. I can see the argument for that. It's not very interesting in that aspect. If it was like going back to sort of the progressions, but abandoning electronic stuff, that would be interesting. To hear them to go back to their roots, but I don't really get that vibe from this. It doesn't instill me those feelings, and part of that is like subconscious. It might not even be something this disc is doing wrong per se. It's just what I would like to see, and that's how I feel. Like I would like to see more from this band because they've shown time and time again that they can deliver on that, and they're not here. I feel like this is their B game, and I want their A game. I do. I do understand that not every disc can be the most the most exciting influential piece of noise I've ever heard. I just wish more of them would be, if that makes sense. And this one is not fair and simple, which has its pluses. You know, I'm not expecting more than they can deliver, certainly, but I kind of wish they had just tried harder. And that sounds mean, and I don't want it to be, which doesn't change the statement at all, but I hope my point comes across. That like I really want to like this album. I do, and it's when it gives me stuff I can't really latch on to. I am disappointed, and that's my main feeling. I'm disappointed in this disc. Not for any big or small reason. I just sort of am in general. It's more of a lack of reason, honestly. Like, if I had, like, I want reasons for this to be good, and it's not giving me many, and that's the reason why it's bad. It's not a bad disc. I should not say that. It is a mediocre disc in the scope of this compilation. In the scope of all the noise in the world, it's probably above average. But that's just it. It is just it's just above average. It's not more than that. Which once again, the fact that I'm complaining so loudly about this speaks volumes about how quality this compilation is. I hope that comes across. But at the same time, I am quite frankly disappointed with this disc. I can only hope the next one is better.